Alright, welcome guys to the Slowpoke Well, and today I've got another Vivid Voltage deck profile for you, and we're taking another look at Zacian V. We all know how good Zacian is, and I genuinely think this archetype could be tier 1, you know. It combines the raw aggressiveness of Zacian and kind of lets you one-shot everything, kind of, almost, not really. But let's have a look. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, you know. I put out a new video almost every day, and I'm tempted to try and get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you're not already subscribed, do us a favor, let's hit that goal, baby. There we go. So starting off the list with 4 Zacian V, we all know Zacian by now. Really good ability, Intrepid Sword. At the end of the turn, well, once during your turn, you can end your turn, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them in your hand, any metal energy you find, you can attach there also. So turn 1, it's like a free Cherin, like a free Howl, really strong. Really good attack as well. 3 free metals for 230 Brave Blade. This is incredible for the main reason that Brave Blade pretty much one-shots all evolving basic V Pokemon, okay? And that's what we're going to really use, and that's what we're going to really lean on, being able to the fact that we can one-shot any evolving Vs as early as turn 1 because we play so much turbo. But even if we hit into V maxes, we have a sneaky way to take the KO after we attack, okay? So let's have a look how we're going to do that. So here is the new Vivid Voltage card, which I think can put this back onto, well, I'll say back on the map. Obviously Combo Zacian was a tier 1 deck, and I feel as if this deck really can be tier 1 as well, because we've got this Banette, okay? Stage 1 Pokemon, Psychic type, with an ability, when you evolve him, you can de-evolve one of your opponent's Pokemon by putting the highest stage back into their hand. So if we hit into a Center Scorch, okay, they've got what, 320 health, we put 230 on them, we can then next turn, provided they don't heal, use his Banette ability, put the highest form back into their hand, and then away they go. They get KO'd, we take 2 prizes, right? So we can line this up. We can hit 2 Center Scorch or 2 Eternatus, for example. Bing, you know, take 4 prizes, and then we can like Boss's Orders, KO Danny on the bench or a Crobat on the bench. Take 6 prizes in a turn. And honestly, it's not that hard to do because we have so much turbo. Zacian is such a good basic attacker. We can just have energies flying all over the shop with sources and energy and turbo patches, and we just line up our KOs that way. Really strong. I am a big fan of the Banette, let me tell you. So easy to use. In combination with Scooper next, we are playing Jirachi engine, spoiler alert. We can just reuse the same Banette. We're not under immense pressure to like find multiple in the game. We can just use it, scoop up net, put him bang onto the next one, or just bench a shop it and get ready to go later on. Really strong. Okay, then we got some Jirachi, okay, 3 Jirachi. Now, we've gone down a Stellar Wish route because we're already playing 4 Switch and like Birdkeeper and multiple switching cards, so it makes sense to go down the Jirachi route here. It's not going to hurt us too much. Stellar Wish going to let us find all our sources, all our turbo patches. Let's be really aggressive in the early game to go for that turn 1 Brave Blade, but it also shores up our mid game as well because we're playing Birdkeeper. We have so many switching outs for Jirachi, be able to reuse it multiple times. Really strong. Find our supporters for the turn, you know, find our items, find our evolution pieces, find our Quickballs. All we need really, Jirachi is going to help us find it all. We then play 1 Oranguru just to combo really nicely with Intrepid Sword. You know, if you have an energy in hand, we can put it to the top and Intrepid it back into play. Also acts a little bit of extra dig. You know, if we really need to find Banette that turn, we can just dig, try our best. Or if we need to find switching card or bosses or, you know, source or anything like that. You know, when we're so aggressive and so combo based, I feel as if Oranguru is pretty much a staple. And we play 2 Dene. Again, we were a combo deck. We want to just churn through. You know, if our opponent leads Center Scorch and pass, we want to be able to, as many times as we can, just Brave Blade turn 1. 2 Dene is going to let us do that. In combination with a Crobat V as well. So we can, you know, do both. We can do both a Crobat and Dene in the same turn, you know, if we're really digging quite hard. Let's get on to our supporters. So we play 4 Professor's Research, not much to explain there. It's the best supporter in the game. We have to play 4 so we can dig, try and get as many energies in the bin as possible. That's like a sort of mini game with this deck as well. Get energies in the bin so we can just fly them back out with sources or turbo patches, and research is the best way to do that. 3 Boss's Orders. Now I'd love a 4th. If you can find room for a 4th, then go ahead. I've only got 3 though, with no Eldegoss. Again, Eldegoss is like a 61st, 62nd card. If you can fit him in, feel free. I currently can't, but Boss is going to let us be really aggressive, you know. Granny Bird actually need to be so aggressive in the sense that once we hit the VMAX for like 230, Banette doesn't require the opponent's Pokemon to be inactive. So if they're on the bench, you can just de-evolve them anyway. So that's what I've opted for. That's the logic for going behind 3, but if you want a 4th, I mean, I'm all for that. We want to know how good Bosses is in Zacian decks. 3 Birdkeeper, that's why we can't really play 4 bosses or any Marnies, because we want to play some Birdkeepers, because, you know, if we are Brave Blading more times than ADP, we're going to have to switch more times. Because we've got Jirachi, we don't want to get caught with Jirachi in the active or any sort of nonsense like this. Birdkeepers lets us do that. Really nice card, and lets us draw free and get Stellar Wish online and maneuver around our Zacians. Pretty cool. Stadium of choice is 1 KXL. Now it was Viridian City, and if you watched the gameplay in the videos before, it was Chaotic Swell, but I mean it was Viridian City, I should say, Viridian Forest. But I was really struggling to find Banettes when I need them in the games that I was playing, so I wanted to just cut the Viridians, go for 1 Chaotic Swell. And that's just gonna, you know, act as like a counter stadium, and that's pretty much it, right? So we don't get like, we don't get scared by, you know, a black mark getting locked in late game. You know, we just wait for our opponent to play a stadium, and then we replace with a Chaotic Swell, and we're good to go. Now here's a look at all these consistency cards here. Let's have a look. Right, so my audio got distorted, annoyingly. Don't know why, so I have to continue this in post. So we got 4 Quickball. There shouldn't be much of a reason why to explain that. We're in all basic data. It's going to search out everything. We need to get sort of strip it down relatively early. Get down Oranguru, get down Jirachi, get out Zacians if we need to, get out our support Pokemon. Quickball searches all of that. So whilst getting metals in the bin to activate Turbo Patch and Metal Source, if we can play like 8 Quickball, we would, right? Well, next up we got 4 Metal Sources again. You know, when we're only attacking, when I'm already attacking these 3 separate metal attachments, anytime we can cheat extra attachments is going to be really good, right? Metal Source lets us do that. Essentially a 3 attachment, you know, whenever we see it, golden card to see, really. Makes me wonder if you can play any other metal attackers. Let me know what you think in the comments. But Metal Sources is nuts, okay? Letting us just, you know, spring out more Zacians out of nowhere. And if we ever get to the point we've got 2 Zacians set up, we can just sort of start pivoting between them. It's pretty naughty. In the similar vein, we've got Turbo Patch. That's not quite as good in the as a sorcerer in the sense that you have to flip a coin to get its effect, but it's also better in the sense that you get to attach to the active, which is bonkers, right? So you don't even have to start worrying about jostling about the active. If you hit Turbo Patch head, you can just, you know, fling it onto the active, bish bash bosh. Also good for like providing Jirachi free retreat as well, provided, you know, Jirachi isn't sleeping. Be careful of that. But yeah, Turbo Patch is nuts. We essentially have almost 8 metal sources, and I found in the game you only really have to hit 2 heads on Turbo Patch to carry you through the game, and we play 4. So if you see all 4 in the game, 50-50, you know, hopefully it'll get you 2, and that's pretty cool. We got 4 Scoop Up there. It's going to just give us, you know, multiple uses of Jirachi. We don't really want to have Jirachi stranding the active. It's a bit annoying if that happens, right? So we play it for that. And I think anytime you're playing Jirachi in this form, you kind of have to play 4 Switch, 4 Net. But in combination with Birdkeeper, we rarely get Jirachi stuck in the active. But what Net also lets us do is reuse Oranguru potentially if we need to. But it mostly lets us reuse Banette, which is obviously the main thing. So we don't really have to go searching for Banettes every time we need them. We can just, you know, put down Banette, use it, and then we can just evolve. Use a Scoop Up and then put it back in time, put down Shop It, and now we've got a Banette ready to go on the turn we need them in our hand, just chilling. So yeah, Scoop Up Net's pretty good for that. 4 Switch, that's pretty, you know, anytime you're playing an attacking Zacian deck, you're going to need to switch about. And because we're attacking with Brave Blade more than we would be with an ADP deck, we are going to have to jostle around the active a lot more. And we've got Jirachi to worry about. So 4 Switch is almost non-negotiable, I feel, in a deck like this. We then got 2 Poke Communications. Now, if you watched the gameplay of me playing this list before, you notice that the Pokemons are actually the new additions. I found it was kind of hard to find backup Zacians, and it was kind of hard to find Banettes when we need them. So 2 Pokecoms help show us that we play like 16 Pokemons, so we should have enough. If you find as if that's not enough Pokemons, play Pokemon Communication, feel free to on Evo Incense instead. But I like Pokemon because it lets you find Zacians, because what you don't want, because a lot of your quick balls are spent finding Shuppet, finding Adene, finding Crobat, and if you don't actually draw into your Zacian, you can be in a bit of trouble. So Pokemon helps us do that. And then rounding off the list, I think, what is it? 10 Metal Energy to round for list. Good number. I'd like to run a few more, like you would in Turbo Zacian, where a Combo Zacian we play like 11, but you know, space. And now we've got Turbo Patch, which we didn't have back then. So I think energy in the bin isn't like completely wasted anymore. You can just like fling it back up. You could argue that energy is more helpful out the bin anyway. So yeah, we got the 11 Metal Energy there. But let me know what you think. I think this deck can seriously be tier 1, guys, in my opinion. It's absolutely bonkers. Being able to just up trade into VMAXs, just de-evolve them, take your prizes, carry on. We all know how good Zacian is. Super consistent card, super strong card, good random stuff slayer. So yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, if you have the more vivid voltage deck profiles and gameplay, smash that subscribe button. I've got a new video almost every day coming out, okay? But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.